What's up, guys? Back here with another video. This video may get uploaded. This video may not get uploaded. But I just had to sit here and talk to the camera real quick because a lot has happened within me the past couple weeks that I needed to address just to something. And I just wanted to talk about it. Like I say, this may get uploaded, this may not. But if it does, I hope it helps that somebody else is feeling the same way as I am. And you also start to move forward in the right direction of where you're at now, because you're feeling like you're in a stagnant place. But how I'm feeling right now is that I feel like I've outgrown, well, I've been outgrown it, but I'm feeling more of more now than ever, that I've outgrown the place where I'm at. And a lot of people probably can relate to this. Some of you probably already took that risk of, whatever happens, happens. But wherever I go, I plan on striving and thriving. You're probably gonna have your struggles, but you guys probably made more progress, and more you mentally were like, okay, I did it. Like, even though you were probably struggling, you probably were like, okay, I feel more at peace with my decision, and I probably should have made this decision a long time ago. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for y'all. But this is for more of the people that are feeling stagnant to where they're at, because I'm 28 now and I'm still in my hometown. That's not a good, I wouldn't say that's not a good thing, but it's not a ideal thing, right? And so I'm from a very small town. I wouldn't say very small town, but just a town that doesn't really have much. Okay, we have one Walmart. No, we have one super center Walmart and like two of those little neighborhood markets. But we don't really have like there's really not that much. There's really no growth here. I know a lot of people can probably relate to that. But even if you live in somewhere like, for instance, your hometown, or if you're living in a bigger city, just probably getting out of your hometown because you're so used to it, can probably be stagnant as well. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah, I feel like I'm at a place where, to a point where it's like I'm stagnant, and I'm kind of like hitting a decline in a way, because it's kind of draining me just being down here and trying, but there's no, you try, but there's really no nothing that it's like, you have a few mentors. There's the military here, but there's really like no like guy you can go to specifically for like, or not even go to, just some type of inspiration that to where you feel like there can be growth. And I feel like that's what I want to bring back to this town, but I feel like I gotta leave it first. And I know a lot of you are feeling that way, because over the past couple of days, I've been getting a couple of people have been telling me like, why are you still here? I'm like, I'm content, but are you happy? And oh my goodness, that hit me hard. Because I can admit that I'm not happy. My family's here, I love them to death. But I think it really is time for me to move on because I feel like I've outgrown my hometown. And I know you guys, if I do upload this video, I hope, you know, a lot of you guys are feeling the same way. If you are, comment how you feeling, because it's a very it's a mental thing. It's a mental, I wouldn't say a mental, yeah, it is kind of a mental illness, but it's also a fear thing too. I feel like there needs to be a community of this. So comment how you feeling about where you're at right now. I'm 28, so I know it's probably 18-year-olds that's feeling this way. I was feeling this way when I was 21, and but I had a lot of setbacks in my life. A couple major like life-threatening setbacks. But I feel like at the same time that shouldn't stop me from still continuing on to moving on to new opportunities and new friends, more life, better places to visit, better places, you know, just overall in general. And so I notice a lot of people out there that feeling like this, probably at 18, probably just getting out of high school. I'm feeling like this at 28. I'm 28, so it's like I gotta get with the program quick, because because this place is going nowhere fast. You know what I mean? So it's time. It really is time. It's like, how can I explain this? Sometimes in this town, there is so much unnecessary stuff that needs to happen. I mean, it's so much unnecessary stuff that happens that shouldn't happen in a small town like this. Because it's like, well, I can kind of see it at the same time, because it's like, what? Because it may be boring, I guess. Because there's really not much going on, and you know the politicking behind the scenes of everything. Some of that has to play with it too, but I don't know, man. It's just a recipe. It's a recipe for disaster around here. And you know, maybe your hometown may not be a recipe for disaster. Maybe you might be staying in somewhere like Phoenix or maybe Los Angeles, or maybe New York or something, or Atlanta. But the familiarity of things probably is why you need to leave, because you know everything too well. That it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a gift and a curse to know everything too well. Because if you know everything too well, then sometimes you may get too caught up in what you got going on in that town, or you know what I mean? You get comfortable. And sometimes being uncomfortable is a good thing. That's one thing I'm learning. Trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because I'm definitely comfortable. I can definitely say that. I'm comfortable. But I need to get more uncomfortable. You know, it's funny because people tell me all the time, like you have so much to offer more than Sumter. That's my hometown. You have so much more to offer than here. It's like you're really kind of selling yourself short. And so I always keep that little poem. I think it's a poem or a quote, that our deepest fear isn't that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And so I think about that all the time. I think about what can I truly do to really help the world, not only help myself, because I really want to help other people. Yeah. And the only way you can help other people is being your best self. And so I feel like being my best self is not being here right now. Being my best self has to be somewhere else. Has to be going around, being direct in contact with people all over. Whether it's here, whether it would be in the future, like, let's say, if I do end up in somewhere like New York or Los Angeles or Chicago or Charlotte or Atlanta, Phoenix, Houston, Dallas, wherever, heck, even like overseas, like maybe somewhere like Denmark or I don't know, London, Spain, Toronto, Vancouver, South Africa for some reason, or regular Africa, you know, wherever it may be. I feel like it's got to start with that first step for me. And I know a lot of you feel like that too. That first step probably is the most significant step of all. Because once you get a taste of it, it happens with anything. It happens with anything. Like once you go to, it can start with something small. Like when you go to that restaurant that you never heard about, or you just try something different on the menu. You was like, because you were comfortable ordering that same, let's say you were comfortable ordering pizza from that same restaurant because you know it was good, but you never you didn't want to try anything else because you was afraid that the next item wasn't going to be so bad. So now you wasted your money on something that you didn't feel like because you wanted to try something new. And that could also happen. You could not like it, but you also could like it. And that's just a little piece of being uncomfortable. So imagine trying to move to another state and another, whatever, or another country. You may not like it, but you also may like it. And so that's the uncomfortability of it, is not knowing. It's not knowing, just not knowing, period. But I'd rather know that I don't like. I'd rather know. How can I say this? I'd rather know what I don't like versus not knowing at all of what I do and don't like. I guess that's the word. I guess that's how it works. But that's pretty much it. That's it. I would say that's it. Not knowing. There are known knowns and unknown unknowns and unknown knowns, known unknowns. Some of y'all know where I get that from. But yeah, I think it's something like that. But yeah, man, I think it's time for me. I think it's time. Do you feel like it's time for you? Man, let me know. Or if you've done it before, if you've done it before, just let me know too. That way I can, this is a community. Even though this is just like one YouTube video, I feel like you can comment on it, let me know. Or let anybody else know. Our experiences help the world. It really does. It really does. Today is November. I can't remember. I think it's like November 8th. My goal. Not my goal. It's going to be the destination. Well, the journey destination. But I think I'm going to move at the end of the year. Yep. That's my goal. Thinking about it's very uncomfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. But I think it's time. I really think it's time. So, yeah. If you like this video, I'm not even going. If you like it, like it. But if you have experienced this or are about to experience this, just let me know. Because we're all family. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all just trying to get through this thing called life. At the end of the day, and we all need help. It takes a village. It takes a village. It really, really does. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. If I do upload this, if I don't, that means I was kind of nervous, but I'll probably end up uploading this video, alright? So, see you guys later. Peace.